Big food is nothing more than lobbyists that seek subsidies from the government into their special interests. Big food subsidize, the wheat, corn, soy, dairy, beer, blah, blah, blah. And what they do is through those subsidies, they make those foods cheap. They're calorically loaded, but they're nutrient absent. I call them non-foods or unfoods, or even if you want to get graphic, frankenfoods, they're not.
Yeah.
The body looks at those things as foreign. Therefore, they are toxic and they're inflammatory. So the body, there's not food. I don't care what people think. I don't care what they tell you. I don't care what your nutritionist says. They're not food. They are not in the original package God made them. Bottom line. So we've got that going on. Well, that yielded and yields, that's big food. They profit on that because the more they can get the money from the government, they lower the prices, we pay it, and that wheel keeps on turning, right? Tie in big medicine, big pharma. Big pharma is connected to big food through the FDA. So big pharma knows this. They have this discussion. I know this sounds evil, but let's say they're not really evil and don't know that they're doing evil, but they are evil, which can happen to all of us, by the way. If we're not really activating our faith and trying to be truthful and be the light, we're going to be full of darkness. That's the fallback. So here's big food acting in concert with big drug, big pharma. So now big pharma sees that, and the diseases that are yielded or blossom from that, big pharma is going to capitalize on that because they're going to have a pill, i.e. interstatin drugs to lower cholesterol, metformin just as a blood sugar drug, and the glipizide, all these ones that are out there now. So now you've got big food, big drug tied together. Well, let's look at these systems, Nin. You got big medicine. Okay, what is that? Well, we have health care, but it's not health care, it's sick care. And the sick care doctors now, they can't do what they want to do. They can't even do what they might want to do. They want to talk about this, but they can't. They lose their job.
I think I read they get like less than 5 minutes per patient.
Totally.
3 minutes or something.
But that's not controlled by them. That's controlled by the business entities behind the system. So like a system now is not nonprofit, it's for profit. So the bean counters are back there. They're trying to get people racketed through there. And you might have to see 8 or 9 people in an hour, right, to earn your salary. And they know that. You bring in this dollar, but they look at the insurance right now as a value. So insurance to them now is not trying to pay for what's right. It's like a credit card. Better insurance, better reimbursements. And that's the way it's viewed. So everything's about $1. It's a big old wheel that's just, it's stuck in the profit model. So who suffers from that? The people. People do. And you take this one step further, let's talk about education. How about medical school education? Are they trained in hydrogen? No. Are they trained in simple nutrition, maybe 2 hours? My wife told me that. Are they trained in the benefits of nitric oxide? No. Are they trained in peptides? No. And hormones are bad. Genetics, well, we don't know about them, but they're bad. They're trained in a system that's driven and funded by, guess what? Big pharma. So big government, big pharma, fund big education. Big education now is nothing more than legalized drug dealers that provide medications through the model of our sick care system to manage people who are made sick by the same system. And that's where we're at right now. And we've got to realize that well, there are people out there that are on 5 medications and you've never heard this conversation before. Again, God bless you. It's a good day. You know,
it's a good day to change.
It's a great day to get this stuff. And now you're not ignorant anymore. Ignorance can be bliss until you realize ignorance is deadly. And it's like me, when I started learning this stuff, I can't unlearn it. I mean, think about that for a moment.
Yeah.
It's like you know this stuff and somebody's in front of you and you're like, I want to help you, but you're not getting this. It is heartbreaking. The pressure and the burden my wife and I hold is big because we know all that. But what I just explained to people is the truth. And people are going to try to convince you otherwise. But all I do is I look at it, Josh, with this. What I said was true because it's proven out by their own statistics. Their own statistics will confirm what I just said to be true. Because our health trends are so bad right now, they're the worst in history. We're creating more diseases faster than we're growing people. Their own statistics tell them how bad they are. And they don't hide them. Look at the CDC website. Look at the obesity crisis. You mentioned you were overweight. Do we understand that obesity is the fastest growing non-communicable disease in the history of mankind? Do we understand that right now, at least 70% of the United States of America population is either obese or overweight? Children right now, 20% are obese. I've seen kids that are type 2 diabetic. Right now, 1 in 2 Americans are insulin resistant and probably don't know it. Right now, you're seeing predictions to be 1 in 3 children to be on diabetic drugs by the time they're 40. And this is a big one. Autism was 1 in 40,000 40 years ago. Today, it's less than 1 in 40. Statistics continue that trend, 1 in 2 by 2050. We worry about our country being destroyed by other countries. We're destroying ourselves. So I'm here to protect people from themselves.
Amen.
I'm saying look in the mirror and make some changes.
Check out some of the videos on this screen that are perfectly curated based on the video you just saw. Make sure you follow me, and I'll see you in the next video.